guys, got a fun one to show you. It's been a long time coming. Frank wanted all kinds of different things done on this one, so let's try to remember all the little things that we had to do here. So we did a brass plague doctor with the background painted in blue. He wanted a date wheel dial, so we had to do a date wheel, and he wanted a black date wheel, so we've got a black date wheel in there. Wanted Grand Seiko hands, so we've got some silver Grand Seiko hands. He wanted a trident, but the sides cut off on it, so we cut the sides off, painted it blue to match the background. We did a full bead blasted case and 7 bead strap. Got his name on the side and somewhat iridescent writing here, if my phone would like to focus. We've got a engraved clasp, or I'm sorry, crown. On the clasp, we've got 2020, and that's also kind of nice iridescent there. And we've got a large window exhibition caseback, gilded rotor in there, and a stainless steel movement holder. We did a vintage brass dial, and then hand painted in blue, and it's going to patina a little bit here and there. It will show a little bit of marks over time. So that is his build. Additionally, I matched the blue paint, and we did a blue Horween strap. This took a minute to get back as well. So blue Horween strap, the same chemical blasted clasp on this as well, so for an additional strap option. And then this is actually not too difficult to swap over, as this watch has quick disconnect spring bars on the SS band. So that is your build, sir. Your bezel will turn left, your bezel will turn right. It's held on with a tension ring, no clicking. It's an automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder. But how you will wind it, if it's completely dead, you want to back the threads off on the crown until you hear clicking. At that point, you can wind it. So a wind is turning it this way. Backwards is nothing, but it's a lot easier to keep your spacing, and it doesn't hurt it to just wind like this. So if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time. And if you do it for something closer to 15-20 seconds, you'll max out your power reserve of 31 hours, but you can't overwind it, so you can wind it all day if you'd like, which is what I do to make sure it's running the next day, which is what we've done here. So there's no quick date set on your, what is today? It's like the 18th. Okay. So how this works, you'll advance it to midnight. You'll see it adjust to 26, okay? The quick date set, drop back to about 8. There's your 27. There's your 28. So, I don't know that I want to do this full max on, but it is a little easier to show you right now. So no quick date set. This is why I don't do date windows too often, because a lot of people go, well, I seldom wear the watch. I wear it on these occasions, on this day. I got 20 watches. I personally have 600 watches, so I don't wear too many that often to even maintain something like that. So there's 2. So I typically do not put date wheels on my stuff, just because it's a lot easier to just wind your watch and then set your time and then move on with your day. So we're at 5, but this you can see, I mean, it's not necessarily a quick date set, but it's way quicker than spending it 24 hours at a time, right? It's not a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. Okay, Google, what's today's date?
It is Thursday, March 18th, 2021.
18th. Just 9 more days to go. So we are getting there. Basically, as you're winding it back, you'll see the date wheel start to go up in the air and it drops back down. Once it drops back down, you are safe to re-advance it. So that's how that works. And it's somewhere around like 8:30, but I just play it safe and just advance it all the way down to 8. Because you can get your date wheel stuck if you're kind of in mid-stroke, and I've had one stick and you just advance it 24. Actually, you advance it 24 hours and it's fixed itself, but I've had one not do that before. Not fix itself. So, here's 17. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:39 a.m.
Man, see, what was that? Was a little weird there at the end. So let's see what happens here. .39 a.m. So let's just see what happens. 19. All right. So okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:39 a.m.
All right. So you might be a half a day ahead. But if you let it die or whatever, otherwise you got to go through 31 a day. That was weird on the date wheel last time. I just want to make sure it wasn't locked up. Just sometimes it advances funky. So there's your build, sir. Be blasted, full on. Collar matching beads to go with it, as always. And then you got your leather strap to go with it. And then we put that inside of a dial matching Plague Doctor box. Your build will come with watch cleaner, which this would be good on this whole build without the leather strap, non-streaky, non-toxic, non-residue. You got some leather conditioner that is for your leather strap if it ever gets rough or hard or anything like that. Apply a little bit, let it soak in, remove any excess, but let it soak in is the main point. It will go back to being perfectly soft. And then lastly, you got some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon repackaged. This is an acrylic glass. You can scratch it if you do. Just put a tiny bit on there, buff against it, fill in that scratch, and then polish it using your microfiber. So put some pressure on it with your thumb, generate some heat, and it should be knocked out in about 15 seconds. And then lastly, in your box, you're going to have your build and warranty cards. So, and then a little business card. So thank you, sir. I appreciate your patience on this. Picking everything out you did. It was a little bit difficult, but we got it. So I appreciate you, man. And if you want me to build you something custom unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see builds like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks.